Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and today we've got kind of an interesting video for you, I think. A lot of times when people go to Disney World, especially for the first time, those who have never been before and only have experience with other theme parks around the country, even around the world, they kind of have an idea in their heads of what the food's gonna be like. That normally includes fast food items like burgers, fries, chicken nuggets, pizza, things like that. But today we want to share with you a few items on Disney World menus that you maybe wouldn't expect. Things that don't really come to mind when you think of theme park food. So let's get started with some of our most unexpected foods at Walt Disney World. Okay, so as you know, Disney has several different levels of dining. They have your grab and go or your quick service, which is super fast, just, grab it and go, literally. You can eat it while you're walking or eat it in the car. The second level is going to be their fast casual or their counter service level, and this is kind of your fast food level. You're still going to eat inside the restaurant, but it is going to be order at the counter kind of situation. Then you've got your table service dining, which is you sit down and a server comes and they take your order and you're served. And then you've got your signature dining, which is the highest level of dining in Walt Disney World, which is your super fancy restaurants. This can cost you anywhere from $50 to $75, all the way up to well over $200, getting into the $300, $400 range in Walt Disney World, believe it or not. And a lot of people don't expect that. They think that's just going to be cheap, low cost, quick, fast food stuff, but you can actually get a variety of different dining opportunities in Disney World. One of our favorites is over there at Jiko in Animal Kingdom Lodge. And Jiko can be great or it can be mediocre, depending on who your chef is, depending on what's going on the menu. But what you can always expect on the menu at Jiko is game. So we're talking about wild boar. There's an elk on the menu right now that's absolutely incredible. And several other game meats that you're not necessarily going to find on very many other menus anywhere really in the country. So this is really cool. And like I said, there's an excellent Elk Loin going on at Jiko right now. I hope they keep it on the menu for a long time because it's great. And the wild boar appetizer is incredible as well. So when you do go to Jiko, be sure to look for some of those more interesting, more unique meats on the menu and try some of those if you want to. If you can afford to not get the filet, which I always love the filet as well. But if you're a little bit more adventurous and you want to try something new, definitely try some of those game meats. They do a really good job with them over there at Jiko. All right, the next unexpected food item you can actually get at several locations, but I'm talking about the whole fried sustainable fish. You can usually get this on the menu at Tiffin's in Animal Kingdom and at Skipper Canteen in Magic Kingdom. Now, when this debuted on the menu at Skipper Canteen, we here at Disney Food Blog kind of went, really? That's what they're going to serve in the Magic Kingdom? But we were impressed and we were proud of Disney for taking a chance. The whole fried fish is giant. It is literally a whole fried fish with the eyeballs and everything. And so it's not what you would expect at a theme park, especially at Disney World's first theme park, Magic Kingdom. So this is definitely not what, your typical family is expecting when they go to Walt Disney World. So I'm actually really proud of them for putting this on the menu and for keeping it on the menu. And the whole menu at Skipper Canteen is a little bit more adventurous as well. So if you are a fan of whole fish, definitely head over there or head to Tiffin's. Over at Skipper Canteen, it is served with house-made kimchi and soy ginger vinaigrette at the moment. All right, back over to Animal Kingdom Lodge, which is where Jiko is. I'm not sure if I said it was an Animal Kingdom Lodge or not. That's where Jiko is. We're going to go over to Boma, which is its sister restaurant. This is the regular table service restaurant, not signature level, over there at Animal Kingdom Lodge. And it is a buffet restaurant, but always on the breakfast and dinner buffets, you're going to find babooti, which is a super cool word to say. So babooti, if you don't know, that's an African dish. It's a South African dish. Basically an egg custard with meat. So it's similar to a moussaka or a quiche, and it's flavored with curry spices. Like I said, you can get this at breakfast and dinner. And there's also a babooti mac and cheese over at Jiko on the menu at the moment, so just heads up on that. They do change that mac and cheese pretty regularly. But babooti is really fun. It's delicious. It's good to try, and it's a good thing for your kids to try if they're trying to expand their palate a little bit. If they're excited to try a few items that maybe aren't exactly what they're used to, this one is close enough to what they're used to that they'll probably still enjoy it. All right, heading over to Monsieur Paul in Epcot's France Pavilion. One of the incredible appetizers that's been on this menu ever since it opened, Monsieur Paul, when it moved from Bistro de Paris into Monsieur Paul, is the soup aux truffles, VGE. So this is basically an oxtail truffle soup. It's made with oxtail broth, braised beef, vegetables, and black winter truffles, a ton of truffles, FYI, which is why it costs $29 for a bowl of soup. A $29 bowl of soup in Disney World. The whole thing is covered with puff pastry. It's very rich, very fancy, as is the restaurant itself. So if you're looking for probably the most expensive bowl of soup you'll ever eat, that's going to be over there at Monsieur Paul in Epcot's France. Right around the corner from Monsieur Paul, over there at Yachtsman Steakhouse in the Yacht and Beach Club Resorts, you are going to find another interesting, intriguing, unique menu item for a theme park for Walt Disney World, and that is bone marrow. They do have bone marrow on the menu at Yachtsman Steakhouse right now, and those of you who frequent steakhouses, maybe this is not as unexpected a menu item for you because you're used to it, but I think most families going to Walt Disney World, maybe even for the 10th or 11th or 12th time, would not expect to see bone marrow on a menu. So that right now is an enhancement over there at Yachtsman Steakhouse, which means it's an extra side item that you can add and pay for separately. And the bone marrow right now is served with quince jam. Okay, this next one isn't necessarily totally unexpected because it is nachos. So this is nachos over at Yak and Yeti, and who doesn't expect nachos at a theme park? But you might not expect ahi tuna nachos. So I love that they've done this twist here. You guys know I love Yak and Yeti. So they've got the ahi tuna nachos available at lunch and dinner. They're huge. They're definitely shareable. A lot of people love these. It's a destination item for a lot of folks. And this is sushi grade ahi. So this is Asian slaw, crispy fried wontons, wasabi aioli, sweet soy glaze with that incredible ahi. Really, really good stuff. And remember, they actually do have a great ahi tuna dish over at Be Our Guest once in a while. So be on the lookout for that for lunch. But yeah, these ahi tuna nachos are definitely a destination meal for many folks. So if you do happen to get over to Yak and Yeti, consider ordering those. Another fun item that a lot of people don't really expect to see on a menu is that Cheeseburger Pod at Satuli Canteen over in Pandora. I love that they started this. It's basically a bao bun sort of wrapped up like a little package with a filling inside. And they used to have the vegetable curry ones. Now they've got just the Cheeseburger Pod, and it's just on the kids menu at the moment, though you can order it as an adult as well. It's so good. It tastes just like a McDonald's cheeseburger. It's very strange how much it tastes like a McDonald's cheeseburger, but it's really fun. And don't forget, they've also introduced this same kind of pod basically over at Tropical Hideaway in Disneyland that just opened last week, and they have 3 different versions of these little bao pods over there as well. So I love that you're finding these in theme parks. Straight up, Walt's original theme park has them now. So I think that's so much fun that you've got these unexpected items in these 2 locations. Okay, so there are a few menu items that are maybe unexpected in Walt Disney World, but there are 2 concepts I want to talk about too that a lot of people don't expect to be there when they're getting ready for their Disney trip, and it's really important to know about them so you can plan for them if you would like to experience these things. The first is celebrity chefs. There are a lot of celebrity chefs that have partnered with Disney World to start restaurants. We're talking about Masaharu Morimoto, who of course is an Iron Chef, runs the incredible Morimoto Asia, as well as Morimoto Asia street food over there. Guy Fieri is over there partnering with Planet Hollywood, and he owns and runs Chicken Guy. Rick Bayless is over there at Frontera Cocina in Disney Springs. Art Smith is the big name at Homecoming in Disney Springs. Tony Mantuano is over there at Terralina. He is, of course, a James Beard award-winning chef. And of course, Wolfgang Puck is back. He ran 2 table service restaurants as well as 2 counter service restaurants in Disney Springs. Now he's got 1 counter service restaurant and 1 table service restaurant over there. And then Jaleo by Jose Andres will be opening in the very, very near future, like probably in the next couple of weeks. So we're super excited about that as well. So believe it or not, there are plenty of celebrity chefs associated with Disney World that have their name in lights on several of those restaurants. So if you're interested in dining on dishes created by those chefs, be sure to look into their restaurants in Disney Springs the next time you're there. And then the next concept that I think a lot of people aren't familiar with, this is actually one of my go-to topics when I'm telling people about dining in Disney World, because they always ask me, when they ask me what I do for a living, I explain it, and they say, really? Is there that much to cover? So I always tell them about Victoria and Albert's and the other high-end restaurants there are in Disney World. There is signature dining there, but there's even higher-end stuff too, like Victoria and Albert's, which is a AAA 5-diamond restaurant, the only one in Central Florida, offering 2 dining rooms and a chef's table. This is the place where you can actually buy $120 water. So this is very expensive, very high-end, exclusive dining. Excellent stuff. If you can manage to get a reservation, they do book up in advance. You're paying at least $235 to dine here, $250 at the chef's table. And then there's an optional wine pairing for $150 extra. So you might come in at $800 or $1,000 just to dine here for 2 people. And like I said, you can always add that $120 water to your bill. So there are some very high-end exclusive restaurant opportunities in Walt Disney World that people don't even realize are there. The next step down is California Grill, which is of course a significant step down, but still a great restaurant. So there's lots of good eats and high-end celebratory eats in Disney World to be sure to know about and prepare for if it makes sense for your family to dine there. So there are a few of our favorite unexpected things in Disney World. A lot of people, like I said, think that there's just chicken nuggets and pizza, but in fact, there's so much more. So definitely stay tuned to Disney Food Blog. Stay tuned to DFB Guide on this channel. We will tell you about all the great stuff there is to eat in Disney World and all the great stuff there is to plan for, because don't forget, you need to make your dining reservations 6 months in advance so you can eat at those really popular restaurants. As always, I thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. This is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.